Okay, so I'm going to go over the answers to the practice test. So you will need to fix anything you didn't get right, or make sure you show all of your work for anything that you possibly didn't show work on. First of all, I want to make sure that you have your first and last name on the front of the cover. It should be on the line at the bottom where it asks for your name. So once you make sure that your name's on it, we're going to go over the problem. So part A, Oliver is driving 360 miles, which is 136 miles less than twice the distance Matt is driving. Write an equation, so we need a variable and an equal sign, that can be used to determine the distance d in miles Matt is driving. So remember, we're looking for the total, so this is the total. So I know that that's going at the end. And then since it says twice the distance Matt is driving, and they tell me I'm using d for whatever Matt is driving, I went twice that, so that means 2d. And then it says 136 less, so less than means subtract, so minus 136. So this equation could work. The thing about equations, you can have a lot of different answers. So you could also have gone ahead and added the 136 to get 2d equals 496. Some people might have said d equals 360 minus 136 divided by 2. So a lot of different answers. So whatever made sense to you might be okay, as long as it's something along these lines. Just make sure you have an equal sign and your variable. Now, a lot of times, sorry, they'll have you write an equation and then solve it for part B. So I'm going to solve my original equation. So 2d minus 136 equals 360. So we get rid of the friend first. Instead of minus 36, I'm going to add 136 to both sides. We get 2d equals 496. And then divide both sides by 2. So we get d equals 248. So on that blank, mine got cut off, but it says answer blank miles, you should put 248 miles. So a lot of you might have gotten this answer just a different way, and that's perfectly fine. Just make sure that it's your answer. Now I'm going to go on to the next page, so if this video needs to be paused, please go ahead and pause it. Okay, so the next part, it says Oliver and Matt must buy gas for their cars while on vacation. They both pay an average of 20 cents for each mile driven. How much more will Oliver spend on gas than Matt? So it's really important to keep our work organized. So first, I'm going to have a section over here for Oliver. I'm going to have a section for Matt. So the first page told me that Oliver drove 360 miles. That was in the problem. So 360. And they're paying 20 cents for each mile, so times 20 cents. 360 times 0.20 is 72. So this means he's spending $72 on just gas. Now in part B, on the previous page, we found that Matt drove 248 miles. So multiply that by 0.20, and we're going to get 49.6. So if it wants to know how much more, we're just going to subtract the 2. So 72 minus 49.6, and that's going to give us 22.4. So your final answer should be $22.40. Okay, and that finishes up your ISTEP practice for math. If you need to revisit anything, please go ahead and rewind it.